Greetings, beautiful Earthlings. Greetings and welcome. Happy new moon. We have Tarot Tuesday for you today. This week's cards, totems, were sort of sea themed, aquatic. For card number one, we had this little mini conch looking shell. Feeling mermaidy this week, you guys. Get your mermaid picks. That was card number one. Card number two is going to be represented by this most magical and beautiful looking piece of, what is this, you guys? Coral. And it's extra magical because the light is coming in and hitting everything already. Since we hit play, everything is looking really magical today and catching a lot of the light. So hopefully, and this little teeny tiny baby shell is for card number three, for those of you who like the little teeny tiny baby shell. So let's see what Spirit has for you guys. We're going to pull 1, 2, and 3 right now. See what comes through. I mentioned we actually just came out of the new moon yesterday, so technically we're in waxing, but it's definitely still a deposits not withdrawal type energy right now. So it's a lot of like hunkering down and getting creative, making plans, making deposits for what it is that we are wanting to hopefully sow later on in the month. So let's get these cards for you guys. I want to do one more little shuffle and then we're going to pull. And then let's see what Spirit has for 1, 2, and 3. So for card number one, full moon in Sagittarius, where we will be having one of those, I believe, this month, or have we already? Full moon in Sagittarius. Ooh, card number two is an interesting one. Void of course moon. We'll wait on talking about these. I'm already frothing at the mouth. And then card number three, hold your vision, the fixed moon. All right, let's get into it. These are good cards. So for those of you who chose card number one, represented by the conchy type shell, you've chosen full moon in Sagittarius, and you're being encouraged to look at the bigger picture. So what I'm getting for you guys who've chosen card number one is that right now you have been focusing a little bit too much on little details, and that this is sort of starting to kind of like your mind is starting to run away with you. So what you're being called to, your guides would encourage you to take a step back and look at this situation not from your human form and not from all of the places that you're coming from with regard to the third dimension, but your guides would like you to look at this situation, the situation that you've been kind of like nitpicking and like picking apart, and they want you to take a step back and look at the big picture and ask yourself, what would your higher power do if this were a decision, or if this is just the way that you're approaching a certain situation. Just remember to look at the big picture. Don't get caught up this week on all of the little details, is what I'm getting. So like as you go through this week, just remember, especially if things are starting to like kind of take your power a little bit, like if you find yourself starting to get frustrated, confused, remember to look at the big picture and ask yourself if this is something that's realistic to get worked up over, or if perhaps it's not even a worry that's yours. So that's the message for card number one, guys. Hope that resonated. For those of you who were called to card number two, the coral, you have chosen the void of course moon. And this is a nothing will come of this situation kind of card. So for those of you who chose card number two, the message that's coming through is that you're putting effort into something that is not going to pay out. So it's kind of like, walking against a wall, walking into a wall. Is that what they say? So it's like, this could even piggyback off of card number one as well, where it's like you're focusing on all these little details and this is not even on your course. you're being reminded to trust your gut and to go back to what really truly resonates with you. So, like, what are your core values? What are your core beliefs and ideals? Because this card would indicate that you have gotten off course for that. We're having trouble picking up this script on the cards because it's so nice and bright outside. But so yeah, big message for card number two. There's something that you're pursuing that is taking you off course. It's like this is your red herring. Stop chasing this red herring. Remember who you are because nothing will come of this situation that is no longer serving you. So feel free to just um, kind of go with the flow and let go of that which is bringing you the most resistance in your life right now because you're void of course right now. So get back on course, my pallies. We need you to shine your light and nobody else's. Shine your light. Because if you don't shine your light, who else is going to shine your particular brand of light? There's nobody else in this world who can do that. So that's a big responsibility. So for those of you who are drawn to card number three, little baby shell. This little baby shell was so cute for card number three. Fixed moon, hold your vision. So you may have recently gotten a little bit frustrated and feeling like there's something that you've been focusing on that really you in the past have had a lot of passion for, and recently it has been stagnant. So, like fixed moon, right? So, it's almost like you're stalled right now energetically, but this card is reminding you to remind yourself why you started this journey in the first place. So it seems like your perspective has shifted for those of you who chose card number three. And what this card is calling for you to do is remember why you started. It's like, remember why you started this race in the first place. Whatever you find that you have lost your passion for, this is a card of don't lose your passion for your calling, because just because you're stalled or just because you didn't necessarily succeed the first time around, what I'm getting for card number three is that this is along the lines of your calling. So do not become discouraged if you are running into a little bit of like some obstacles or some resistance, whereas card number two is telling you to give up the fight against this resistance. If you've chosen card number three, the message is quite different. It's telling you to hold your vision, wait it out. Don't make any big sudden moves right now. Don't make any exits. Don't start any new endeavors just because this one right here is stagnant. Just remember why you started it in the first place. Remember why you done started it in the first place, little baby earthlings. Three different messages. They came like, I'm a bit caffeinated today. So Spirit was like, all right, let's take this energy and this sunshine that's coming in and let's just like get them into your cards today. So I hope that you guys got what you wanted to out of your cards. I wanted to thank everybody who has been joining me on YouTube, subscribing and liking all of my videos, and to everybody who supports that channel, this channel, and to everybody who enjoys just getting something out of these reads. Because if you're getting something out of these reads, then you are supporting this channel because you're here and your energy is what keeps everything going. So I hope you guys got your messages. I love you guys so very much. Have the best week ever. Be kind to yourself and be great to your brothers and sisters. Love you.